Good morning, folks. It's 40 degrees in Santa Fe, New Mexico. Just got here from Las Cruces. It was 90 degrees day before yesterday when I left to come up here for Easter. It's 40 here, but it's beautiful. Let's go for a ride on the Santa Fe Trail, the river trail, the one I took you on before. Let's go explore some more of that. All right, let's start this bad boy up. Got my mirrors all situated. Mirrors. Just go. Nice morning ride out here. It's cold, but not as cold as it was last time I was up here. Good morning. Anyway, my little neighborhood. It's good to be home. I hadn't been here in a while. Guess we're moving back in May, the end of May. Which is good. I'm glad to come home. Anyway, let's go down here and ride the Santa Fe River Trail, extended a little bit farther than I did last time because it was so cold. Let's try that again. There's Santa Fe. That's the majority of it downtown. So I live on the outskirts, right outside the city limits. Pretty nice neighborhood. I've been here about 15 years. My wife grew up right up the road from here, about a mile east of here. And her family migrated here 400 years ago, over 400 years ago, when the Spaniards came in to New Mexico to colonize. Not very many Americans can say that. In fact, the only ones that can say it are the ones that are from Santa Fe. Just ride this little path down here. I'm almost to the river. It's only about a mile from the house, not even. God, it's pretty out here this morning. So what's going on in Santa Fe this morning is everybody is walking to Santuario de Chimayo Santuario. It's up by Espanola, New Mexico, and it's a pilgrimage where the Christians sacrifice. They do a walk, a pilgrimage. That's one of the things in New Mexico, very traditional, religious, Catholic tradition. In that church, a lot of miracles happen. Pretty cool. Beautiful church. If you're ever in the area, you got to go see it. De Chimayo. This gets really pretty in here in the spring. All this canyon right here starts to bloom. Flowers. Beautiful wild snapdragons. Numerous wildflowers. I know some flowers come in here later in the year. Just wildflowers abound through this canyon. This is a Santa Fe River. Right now it's dry because they're storing water up in the reservoirs up in that mountain. Yeah, that's a Sangre de Cristo, the Blood of Christ mountain, part of the Rocky Mountain range. And they are storing water for the city. Once they get to capacity, they start releasing water into the river. So it's just a pretty morning. I'm actually riding the Agua Fria area of the Santa Fe River. On the original El Camino Real, which is the road that the Spaniards came in on way back in 1500s, 1600s. They made it in Santa Fe. They actually went north of here in a little village they named San Gabriel, which is on the confluence of the San Juan, the Rio Chama and the Rio Grande. They lived there for a while, and then they pulled back to Santa Fe. Good morning. Looks like there's some bird watchers in here. So a lot of people don't know that Santa Fe is actually a pirate land grant. It means it never existed. A lot of Santa Fe was established with a fake land grant that was actually stole property from the Agua Fria village, which is behind me, south of me. I've spent a lot of time with the state historian, and there was 9 pueblos in this area, and Pomado is one of them, which means burnt in Spanish. When the Spanish got here, the pueblo was burnt. And that's actually right down there in the village of Agua Fria. So where I just rode out of my house, there was pueblos right around the base of that hill that I came over into Santa Fe, towards Santa Fe. Down next to the river were a couple of pueblos there. So it has a long history. I don't know how long the Native Americans were living in here, but it was a long time. So I'm standing at Frenchy Park. It's right across this bridge. I'll go over into it. But before I do, I wanted to show you this board. El Camino Real de Tierra Adrino. It's Frenchy's Field. Over 400 years of New Mexico history, part of the Santa Fe River Greenway lies near one of the North America's most famous roads, El Camino Real de Tierra Adentro, the Royal Road of the Interior Lands. Now a National Historic Trail, this legendary 1,600-mile route begins in Mexico City and runs north through Santa Fe and ends up in Oquehuengue Pueblo, north of here. Over the centuries, the riverside corridor carried ancient hunters, ancestral Pueblo traders, and Spanish explorers. In the 1600s, it brought long caravans of settlers and goods into the Spanish colonial Mexico City to New Mexico province, capital of Santa Fe. Anyway, if you come visit here, they have good placards about the history of New Mexico. Chocolate and chili peppers. Woohoo! The advent of the Roman Church, Catholic Church here in New Mexico. Look at this picture. Slow moving wagons, trains that haul markets across the New Mexico desert. 1912. Mule-drawn caravans were once common sight in the El Camino Real. Holy mackerel. Look at all that timber they're hauling across the desert. That's what their wagons look like. And it was a bumpy ride. Anyway, let's go into Frenchy Park right over here. Trail goes up this way. And that's where I just came from, and we'll go right into here. So what I'm telling you folks is if you want to bring your trike up here, you can rent an Airbnb and you can ride this area. It's a nice little meditation park. I used to bring my little boy over here. He's 15 now. Yes, I had a kid really late in life. I was 48 when I had my son, my last son. Anyway, he's my little Santa Fe, and his great 15th, 16th great grandfather is the one that settled Santa Fe. He was a conquistador. Bartolome Romero was his name, and that's my son's ancestry is here to Santa Fe. He's tied. He is Santa Fe. Anyway, I used to bring my 15-year-old when he was a little kid here to this park often. It's real close to my house. He used to love to come here. He liked to play on these swings and these slides up here. Now all he cares about is driving vehicles, which is common. We're all like that. That's called freedom, right? Anyway, folks, I'm going to keep this video short. Got to prepare for Easter. We got family coming up, but I did want to give you another look at the village, Santa Fe River Trail. I will continue to do filming on this trail because it goes a long ways up north. Excuse me, east, up into that mountain. So the river trail goes right up that trail up into the mountain. and I will do series of each portion I ride for you. It's a neat little area. Anyway, folks, like and subscribe. I'll continue my rides. I'm in Santa Fe here much as possible. I'll still be doing rides in Las Cruces. I'll be doing both every week. When I'm up here, I'll film up here. When I'm down there, I'll film down there. Anyway, I appreciate you all. Like and subscribe. We'll talk to you on the next adventure. Nice ride.